What's up guys, Slaughterfit's back here with another video. This time we're doing another Skyrim build. This build is more for RPG purposes, but it is also just a good build and is showing how far you can kind of take a Nord hero character. So that's exactly what this build is, kind of an ancient Nord hero from some of the flashbacks we get in Skyrim and some of the people we see in Sovngarde. So yeah, let's get into it. So a little disclaimer, you do need some mods for this build. Or just a mod. The only mod you need basically is some mod that will allow you to get, whether it's a cheat room or what, allow you to get a I believe it's the helmet of Ingle is like how you say it, and it looks like this, and it's just a kind of different version of kind of the ancient Nord hero helmet, but that has its own enchantment. So I wanted to use it and put my own enchantment on it. Yeah, but you can't normally do that in Skyrim, so you need a mod to allow you to do that. Or you could just use the normal Nord, ancient Nord helmet. I renamed this the Nord hero helm. It is not normally called this. So you could use the ancient Nord helmet, or that looks slightly different, or you could use the helmet of Ingle. Or you could get a mod to allow you to get a version of the helmet of Ingle that is enchanted, so you can enchant it. So yeah. So starting off with weapons, I have the ancient Nord bow. This is just an upgraded version of it, 29 damage, not very good. Just wanted to have it in case I needed to shoot something. But this guy is not a bow type of guy. What he uses, I don't know why I have all these other random weapons. What he uses is the Nord Hero Battle Axe, legendary. I believe you can make Nord Hero stuff only at the Skyforge in Whiterun. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think so. So this does an incredible damage of 336, which actually is pretty damn crazy and takes a huge chunk out of the health of the enemy. And this one also absorbs 22 points of health, so I believe absorption takes the health of them, so it takes 22 points, but you only get half of it. So I think it takes 22 points from them, and then I get 11 points back in my health. So it's healing me as I'm fighting them. And then I have the Chaos Enchantment, so 50% chance for each element of fire, frost, and shock to do 35 points of damage. So basically what that means is there's a 50% chance for all of them. So I could get all of them, I could get none of them. I mean, yeah, I could get all of them, I could get none of them, I could get some of them. It just kind of all depends. So for example, like this does 35 points of damage, right? So if I get one, it's 35 damage. If I get two, it's, what would that be? 70. And if I get three, if I get all three, which is, I mean, the stars have to kind of align for that, but if I get all three, it does, what would that be, like 105 damage. So this whole thing, if like everything works up right, and I don't even know how much it is with critical damage, but without critical, but like everything, all the enchantments working right, it would do 336 plus 105, so what is that, 441 plus 22, so 461. So 461, that is a incredible amount of damage. And you're getting 11 points back, so that's really good. And for apparel, we have the ancient Nord armor. So something I just thought about is it might be beneficial to not actually do this. I like the look of this better, and that's why I did it. But it might be actually more beneficial to do the ancient Nord helmet, because then you can get the bonus for a match set. So that actually might be a reason to do that. But without the match set bonus, this does 216, which is pretty good. Increases your health by 70 points. Health regenerates 35% faster. That's the enchantment I put on it. Then the boots and the gauntlets both have an armor rating of 97. My boots make two-handed attacks do 45% more damage, increases your stamina by 70 points. My gauntlets increases heavy armor skill by 28 points. Two-handed attacks do 45% more damage. So both of those have really good enchantments on them. My necklace, two-handed attacks do 45% more damage, increases your health by 70 points. Kind of going along with the same themes. And then the Nord Hero Helm, once again, this in the actual game has its own enchantment on it, and it's called the Helmet. I think the Helm of Engel, and that's like YNGOL. And yeah, I just think it looks pretty cool. I renamed it just for like role-playing purposes because this guy is kind of role-playing. I imagine that this guy came through some portal, maybe with Alduin, and now he's here to try to track him down again and get him. Silver Ring increases your health by 70 points. Two-handed attacks do 45% more damage. Yep, that's always good. Both of those are good. And these two-handed attack enchantments are why this does so much damage. So for the first skill tree, you're going to want to do heavy armor, and the first thing you want to do is completely max out Juggernaut, so it increases the armor rating by 100%. Well Fitted does a bonus if wearing all heavy armor by 25%. 50% stagger when wearing only heavy armor. Additional 25% armor bonus if wearing a matched set. We're not wearing a matched set, but I had to get that to be able to get this, which basically means 10% chance of reflecting blows. And then this side, I usually get this in more like real plays. This is more just like a build video, but in real playthroughs of the game, I would get this side. But it's unarmed attacks do more, half damage from falling, and heavy armor weighs nothing and doesn't slow you down when worn. But this guy ain't no bitch, so he doesn't need it. And the next skill tree you want to pimp out is two-handed, so you want to max out Barbarian, so two-handed attacks do twice as much damage. Champion Stance makes them cost 25% less stamina, or power attacks that is. And then you want to pick one of these. I was stupid and wasn't paying attention and did the wrong one at first. But you want to pick one of these for whichever weapon type you use and max it out. This one makes battle axes. This is the right one. I just accidentally wasn't paying attention. Attacks with battle axes cause even more bleeding damage. I forget what even more means. The first one says like a certain percentage, I think, but it makes it do bleeding damage. Attacks with great swords have a 20% chance of doing even more critical damage. That's pretty good, yeah. And the best one is Warhammers ignore 25% of armor, but I just wanted to do axe for this guy. But Warhammers, in my opinion, have the best one. Oh, actually, 25 is just the first one. The final one is it ignores 75% of armor. I forgot to say that. But anyways, moving on. You want both of these. Can do a two-handed power attack while sprinting that does double critical damage. This is one of my favorite moves in the entire game with any weapon. When you're running and then you do a power attack, you just do this like jump forward attack that's really easy to hit him. Sometimes you miss it, but it's really easy to hit him and it does a ton of damage and almost always staggers like anything. Even dragons will like get kind of knocked by it. Standing power attacks do 25% bonus damage with a chance to decapitate your enemies. This is mostly for fun, but also bonus damage is pretty damn good. Sideways power attacks with double-handed weapons hit all targets in front of you. That is really good. And then those two were more crucial to this build. This last one is more just like helpful, but you don't need to do it. I did restoration, but some just light restoration. So just novice level, then healing spells also do stamina with respite. Regeneration makes them do 50% more. Dual casting, and then recovery, your magicka regenerates 25% faster. So yeah, I just think restoration's helpful. Yeah. So as a true Nord, I will be testing out this build on some Imperials. I mean, I guess from this guy's time, I don't know if they even had beef with Imperials. I don't think so. But fuck it, let's go.
The Legion's always looking for strong.
Oh, that was a one shot. One shot. The power attacks are one shot on Imperial soldiers. Oh, I don't even need to power attack. That guy's running away. He's shit. Oh no, he's just shooting. So this absolutely wipes out like low level opponents like these guys. These guys aren't that tough. We'll definitely do something tougher after these guys. But as for these guys, it just wipes them out. Let's see about the Legate.
This what you want?
Yeah, the Legate's a one-shot too. This just wipes them out. that the Boethia cultist? Let's see how it does against... Do I hear him? Is he somewhere? Yeah, there he is. Oh, horsey inside. One shot's horsey. One shot's the cultist. So see how they got both of them? That's that one perk I was talking about. What? So yeah, this build demolished low-level opponents like these guys. Now we're going to be trying to build out on some slightly higher level opponents in the Forsworn. So yeah, let's see how this works out.
Never should have come here. Ha! Found you. That's close enough.
As you can see, that first hit did a lot of damage to me. Or not a lot, but definitely a chunk. But this is still one shot. I think these light armor guys just can't keep up, to be honest with you. So this is the move I was talking about. That's like my favorite move in the game. It's definitely the best, in my opinion, of any like attack with like weapons. So even higher level Forsworn get wiped out in like 1 or 2 hits, and they're not doing that much damage to me.
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
And giving this guy a decent amount of stamina is important, because so he can run around and avoid these things. Oh my gosh, and not get too caught up with all these ranged weapons, since this is not a ranged guy really. Because that is one way you can get messed up, is just if you get repeatedly caught by ranged stuff. And you can never get to them because you don't have enough stamina. So that's the decapitation animation for battle axes and war maces. It's alright. It's not the best one, but I think it's alright. I mean, it works a lot more on battle axes. I don't know why why they have the same one for maces, or why maces can even chop off heads to begin with. I don't understand. But yeah, it looks a lot better on the battle axe, but still not my favorite animation. But it's alright. So as you can see, this is a pretty big Forsworn camp, and I have just wiped them out. I'm just waiting for this to wear off so I can get closer to this guy. Ah. Is this like a hag raven or something? Yep. Called it. So, against low and medium level opponents, this guy is an absolute killer. Literally ate like everything they threw at me, and just wiped him out. I mean, this was full of Forsworn about 5 minutes ago. I mean, I don't see any around anymore. So yeah, next we're gonna do some high level opponents in probably some giants. Alright, lastly but not least, we're going to be testing this build out against some high level opponents. Let me quick save real quick, but I don't think that will be necessary. I'm testing out it against some high level opponents in some giants. And who is this guy? Oh, the Boethia cultist. Didn't this guy already come by? Oh. So me and the giant jumped up. Oh. Okay, so 2 hit on a giant, and I guess I was the only giant here, so this wasn't a great camp to come to. But you know what? I'll wrap it up there since it was a 2 hit. So I mean, I would say this is actually a really damn good build. I mean, once you take it to the extent I've taken it to, especially for an RP role-playing build, this is. Yeah, I don't know. I would say this is a very good build. I mean, you can take a ton of damage, and you deal out a shit ton. I mean, this weapon is actually, like, super good. Like, this is a killer right here. And, yeah. I mean, you do have to keep it enchanted for it to kind of keep up that same level of damage, but even without enchantments, if you run out of soul gems, it still does a good amount of damage. Oh, this guy's coming home for the day. Doesn't even realize I've killed his friend. Time to kill these mammoths. Actually, I'm gonna kill the giant first. I think that's important. So that's that two-handed running attack I was talking about. I'll do it on the mammoth. Oh, that worked. Well, actually, that might have been. Actually, I think so see, a mammoth just hit me, and look how many damage it did. I can just hit here and take mammoth shots. Like, this guy is almost like god level. So let me run over here and do that running shot one more time. So you can see it. You do a little jump, and it almost always does I think it might always do critical damage. And, yeah, it messes them up. I mean, it will... Even if you don't have, like, an amazing weapon like this, it is a super good skill to use. Like, if like, let's say, for example, you are, like, a low-level guy, and you're in some big Draugr cave, and you get to the end, and then some Draugr Death Lord comes out of his little crypt, you can just run up and hit him with one of these at the start of the battle, and no matter what weapon you have, it will take out a pretty significant portion of health comparative to wherever you're at in the game, and it's just always a good attack to have in your arsenal. So I would say that is one of the most important perks in the whole game for a certain like skill tree. And shall we see if I can hit this deer? I kind of doubt it will kill him, but let's see. Yeah, it did not kill him. Let's see if I can get him. Anyways, I'll wrap the video up here, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think of this build down in the comments. Like I said, this build is more for role-playing purposes, but is a really good build. You need some mods to do this build exactly how I did it, but you can make almost the exact same thing without mods. And so, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Tell me what you think.